If you want to make it anywhere with your music in 2026, confidence and delusion is all you're gonna need, okay? I wanna share a few thoughts with you that I think would have really helped me 3 or 4 years ago get to where I want to be in my career much faster. And they would have really helped me gain more confidence and clarity in my artist brand and who I am as an artist. So here we go. This video is gonna be very opinionated, but I don't care. And if you're watching this, I consider you to be my bestie and I want to help you grow. I want to help you get to where you want to be faster because I just want everybody to eat, okay? You need to remember that there are artists out there that are making the streams you want, that are playing the shows you want to. They have the connections, the labels, the deals that you want. And they're not smarter than you. They're not prettier than you. They don't have a better singing voice than you do. They're just so confident and delusional in themselves to the point where their reality just has to give them what they want. So, one thing I really want to encourage you to learn right now, starting today, is learning how to trust your own decisions. This is something that has taken me so long, and I still struggle with it sometimes because sometimes for me, knowing what I want is the hardest thing. Everything that comes after is just easy. It's executing, it's making a plan and executing the plan. But knowing what you want is truly what sets you apart. Do you know how many artists there are out there that are just swimming in the mainstream masses and doing what they think it takes to be a pop star girly or an R&B girly or an indie girly, but they don't actually have a personality? See, I don't want you to be one of those. And the key thing to not getting caught up in that circle of people is trusting your decisions and knowing what you want. And if you struggle with this, I need you to make this a priority in your everyday life. If you can't trust yourself right away or you're really insecure about yourself, I get it. I've been there. I used to struggle so much with just making a decision because I feared that it could be the wrong decision, when actually there are no wrong decisions. Just do something and then learn from it and then do something else if you don't like it anymore. But what really helps is finding people that you trust and taking their advice. So for me that looked like a few years back and still looks like, but the circle has kind of like gotten bigger. I would ask people I love and I trust and people whose opinion I value. So if I, for example, needed advice on a release strategy or how should I promote song that is coming up, I would turn to, for example, my producer. I would ask family members, sometimes, not always. I would ask my friends on what they think, even little things like just what should I wear in this video? What kind of represents my artist brand the best? I didn't know back then. I didn't know who I want to be. And there are going to be people left and right, front and back, up and down, that are going to want to tell you what you should do with your career and how you should dress, what kind of music you should make, who you should surround yourself with. But girl, I will need you to only listen to the people that you really trust and care about, because everything else is honestly just a waste of time and just causes more confusion. But lean on the people that you know have your best interest, that you know have similar interests like you, similar taste, opinions, values. Trust the people with similar values like you. And over time, you're going to figure it out yourself. I mean, the best case scenario is you just make a decision and follow through. But I understand that sometimes that can be a really hard thing to do if you're not used to it. But doing what you want and trusting your decisions is what's going to set you apart, because it actually means you have personality, and people value people with personality. People don't value people who are all the same. It's boring. It's boring. If you just want to be like every other artist you see around you, excuse me, you're boring to me. Also, if you want to please everyone, I know some of us have this internal people pleaser thing going on. I know that feeling too, but sorry, at some point you're just gonna have to give yourself a little push and be like, this is boring. I am embarrassing myself. No, don't speak to yourself that way. But you know what I mean. You have to build your own personality, girl. If everyone likes you, you're boring. If you have haters, you're doing something right. If everyone doesn't like you, it's okay. You will find your circle of people. Know what you want. Know what you want. Okay. And this brings us to the next bullet point I wrote down. Once you know what you want, you will have to brainwash yourself into believing that you can actually do it, because you can actually do it. You just have to do it. There is no way around. You just have to do it. Validation from other people is only gonna last for so long before you run back to them needing more of it. So you will have to work on brainwashing yourself into believing that you can do it. Even if you don't right now. I get it. You don't. It took me a very long time to believe that I was actually any good as an artist. I'm going to say this as it is. For like the first 2 or 3 years of my career, I didn't think I was actually any good. I didn't think my songs were special, my singing, my appearance, whatever. It took time and it took relentless action and just releasing music over and over again, even if I maybe didn't feel very confident, posting content over and over again, even if I didn't think this was a good piece of content. You see what I mean? You have to listen to affirmations, record your own voice, make a meditation with your own voice, listen back to it, journal, just everything that you think that you consume surrounding your artist brand and your artistry, your even the people you meet, everything has to be positive. There is no room for negativity here. If you have the courage to be an artist and to do something exceptional, which is sharing your art and promoting yourself and actually having the guts to take a shot at becoming successful with your music, there is no room for negativity here. Cut off everything that needs to go. Friends, side note, if they're not supportive of you, if they're holding you back, if they're limiting you, they are not your friends. Get rid of them, girl, right now. This is embarrassing. Social media content, if you watch other artists that are like, I don't know, that you compare yourself to, I used to do this all the time. I watched artists that I compare myself to, and it didn't do me any good because, yes, they inspired me, but they also triggered my insecurity. I used to be very insecure, and consuming content of other artists just, it didn't do me any good. I just became more insecure. So you're gonna have to cut that off, everything. I want you to consume positive mindset podcasts. I want you to listen to music that you really like, maybe from people you don't know. I want you to surround yourself with people that lift you up, that inspire you, give you new ideas, all of that good stuff. Brainwash yourself into believing you can actually do it. One thing that really helps here is doing one simple thing, one small thing every day that makes you feel good about your craft, about your skill. For me at the moment, this is singing. I am taking vocal lessons again, vocal coaching, and I am taking some time every day to practice my scales or practice a song or just sing, whatever, just using my voice because it gives me confidence. It makes me more confident in my voice. And I also see, feel, hear the improvement, which is very nice. Just a couple of months ago, it was writing, just writing poems or journaling every day or writing a verse every day, whatever. Just something that makes you feel that you're getting closer to your goal of becoming successful or whatever it is for you every day. You really have to immerse yourself into a new world. And this is the part where being delusional comes in because firstly, you can only do that with the right people around you because the other ones are just going to talk shit or tell you why you should stop, tell you that you can't do it. I want to tell you a story that comes to mind of when I started this whole music thing. I remember when I released my first song called More. I planned the music video, we shot the music video. It was really cool. And I remember it being such a big of a deal because I had spent my last money, my last savings that I had on this music video. I remember also getting some funding, so I spent like maybe 3K or something from my savings on that video, and I was so scared. Guys, I remember that day. I was so scared of putting my last money into the music video because I felt like, what if this all goes south and it's for nothing? And yeah, I just wasted my money. And I remember calling my dad that day. I was at the train station in my hometown and I was shaking a bit crying. I was on the phone with him. I was like, I'm about to spend all my money on this music video. I don't know if it's gonna work. I feel like I'm making a wrong decision. I'm wasting this. I'm so scared. I was really, really scared. And I remember him listening to me. And after I finished having my series, he just really calmly asked me, so, Marlon, do you think investing that money into your music video is gonna do anything good? Do you think it's gonna have a positive impact on your career? And I was like, yes, of course. Obviously, it's my first song. It's a music video. I'm gonna make a statement. I'm coming in hot, you know. I know that I will learn so much from it. Like, I will just learn a lot. It's gonna be an investment. I'm gonna have my first professional music video. I know it's gonna do something. I just don't know if it's gonna do a lot. And then he went like, okay, but if you know that it's going to pay off, then you should absolutely do it. And then it's the right investment and the money is going to come back. You might be broke now, but you're not going to be broke forever. If you spend that money now on that video, it's an investment and tomorrow you're going to work and you're going to make the money back. And I was like, yeah, yeah, you're right. And those little moments of me being able to lean on people I trust when I'm not sure about my decisions really helped me gain more clarity and also remember that, yeah, I'm on the right path. The reassurance and the support from the people I love was a game changer. Although I didn't always get it, I have to say that too. In the beginning, it was kind of hard because my family just thought I was being delusional, which I was. I was being very delusional. It's a fair point. I can't blame them. But sometimes, yeah, it would definitely help. And that's why I'm saying if you're only starting out or you're in a critical phase of your career, there is no room for negative people. You cannot allow I can't stress this enough, negative input in your circle. Over time, maybe you're gonna grow more confident, you're gonna grow more resilient, and now you know what you want. So if somebody's kind of hating on you or tries to pull you down, you're just like, okay, whatever, you must have something going on with yourself and move on. But if you can't do that, bro, cut them. Bestie, cut them immediately. Hang up the phone and go like, bye, I'm never talking to you again. And I mean that. I hope you feel the urgency that I'm trying to convey here because this is really important. To sum it up, I shot the music video. It's really cool. It was really cool. I felt like a superstar. The video is still up. You can go watch it if you want. I'm definitely not gonna go watch it, but if you want to watch it, it's called More. And even though the song didn't go viral or anything after that, I kind of hoped it would go viral, but it didn't. I still learned a lot from it. So it was definitely worth it. And looking back, I was like, oh, yeah, I invested those 3K, whatever. We move. One more thing that I want to say in this video, because I feel like I could talk forever right now, is if you want to make it anywhere, if you want to become confident, which you will have to do, is you're going to have to stop the overthinking and the negative thought spirals that are going on inside this brain of yours. And I know that they're there because I experienced them too. And now, how do you do that? How do you do that, right? That's the question. How? You will have to take action regardless of what your brain is telling you should be doing, because your brain is trying to keep you safe. If fear comes up whenever you are trying to, I don't know, write a song, play a concert, reach out to someone, make new connections, just something outside of your comfort zone, your brain is going to want to protect you from that because it feels scary. And sometimes you will feel like you don't know what you're doing, but you will have to do it anyways, and you will have to take action no matter what you're doing. Like, for example, if I'm being honest, me filming this video right now, I wrote down a few bullet points and I told myself, yes, I'm going to talk about this today. This is important to me and I want to share this with you. And whoever gets the message gets it. Whoever doesn't get the message is not meant for this channel. This is about how I want you to think about most of the things, the decisions that you make in your career. Because what I've learned over the years of making and releasing music is that nothing is definite and it's not as important as you seem. So if you're overthinking business strategies, or like what I used to do a lot is overthinking daily schedules, weekly schedules, because I want to do as much as possible, and I want to kind of do everything. I want to write songs, I want to promote my music, I want to practice guitar, I want to practice singing, I want to make videos, I want to do everything at once, but I just can't do everything at once. And then the overthinking and the spiral starts, which leads me to doing nothing. You will have to realize that nothing is as important as you think it is, and nothing is as definite. So if you spend a whole afternoon or like 7 hours writing songs or editing videos, and you end up beating yourself up for that because there were four other things on your to-do list, it's not going to make you any more confident. It's just going to make you more insecure, because now you're doubting yourself again. You're doubting whether your decisions are right or not, and it doesn't do you any good. So a way for me now to stop these spirals is really just planning as much as I know I can do, or even just planning one thing for the day, doing that thing, and doing it through the uncertainty. Even if I don't exactly have every bullet point mapped out, if I don't have everything planned exactly, I'm still gonna do it and embrace it through the uncertainty and through the not knowing, because done is better than perfect, guys. It always is, it will always be, it always has been. And it will make you more confident, because following through on what you said you were gonna do, even if it's not perfect, it's gonna build so much self trust, and you're gonna respect yourself way more by just getting the thing done, even if it's not perfect. And there is no perfect roadmap I can give you for this, because it's definitely a process. And I don't want to sugarcoat any of this. But bestie, you're gonna have to stop the overthinking, even if it triggers so much fear, so much uncertainty, so much of the uncomfortable feelings. It's key to becoming more confident and delusional, which we have already established. You have to be absolutely delusional. And I know this was a lot, but if there is one thing you take away from this video that I wish I knew 3 or 4 years ago, that would have just made everything so much easier for me, is that the self-trust and the confidence and the answers, let's just say the answers that you're looking for in your outside reality, they are not there. They're not. You already have the confidence. It sounds so cheesy. Ugh, I know. But the confidence already exists within you. You just have to go through all of these emotions of discomfort, uncertainty, fear. You have to go through it, because there's no other way. And it will truly set you free. It will set you free. Girl, it will make your numbers go up, your Spotify, your opportunities, the way people perceive you, your connections are going to grow. Everything is just going to grow, because I want to repeat myself. There are already so many artists out there doing the things that you want to do, not because they're better artists, not because they're prettier, not because they're smarter, not because they're more talented, but because they actually have the guts to be delusional. Thank you. I hope this helped. Be delusional, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.